Hello, my name is Miss Melissa, and I am a teaching artist in the PACE program with the Acadiana Center for the Arts in Lafayette, Louisiana with Lafayette Parish Schools. Today I'm going to show you how to design a rain stick, and you're going to learn about the color wheel in the process. Part 1 was a video that I made on how to assemble, which also means build a rain stick. So if you didn't watch that video, you need to go watch that one first so you can have a rain stick. Once you watch that, then you can come back and join me. So if you already made a rain stick with me, then we're gonna actually design it today. So there are 3 parts to this video. First, you're gonna draw, then you're gonna mix colors, and lastly, we're gonna put your paper and glue it onto the cardboard tube that is your rain stick that we made already. So why don't you meet me at the supply table, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need for today. Thank you for joining me at the supply table. I'm going to show you what you need to design the rain stick. You need the rain stick that we made in part 1. You also need 1 sheet of white paper. I'm going to choose 1 sheet of copy paper that goes into a printer. If you don't have this, what you can do is use recycled paper, and we could always just turn it over on the back. You can also use any coupons that you get in the mail or a newspaper. Now, if you use coupons or a newspaper, you're going to have pictures on it, and that's fine. That'll just add to the design. So go ahead and get your paper. Next, you're going to need 3 colors: red, yellow, and blue. You can use crayons. You can use crayons or the colored pencils. I'm going to show you. So the standard red, yellow, and blue, if you don't have that and you have a red violet or a turquoise, that's fine too. Either one will work. Same thing with the colored pencils. A red, yellow, and blue, or the turquoise and the red violet would work. Either one. So go ahead and get your 3 colors. Okay. All right, next, you're going to need a pencil and a pair of scissors. And you're also going to need something in black, whether it's a colored pencil, a crayon, or a marker. I'm going to choose the marker. You're also going to need some glue and a paper towel or a napkin. If you don't have any glue, you can always use tape. Any kind of tape will work. So I'm going to show you what you need to get. The rain stick, 1 paper, a black marker, 3 colors, red, yellow, and blue, a pencil, a pair of scissors, some glue, and a napkin. And remember, I gave you options if you don't have these things. So go ahead and pause the video and go and get your supplies, and then come and meet me, and I'm going to show you how to design the rain stick, and we'll get started. All right, I'm glad you were able to get your supplies. So let's get started. First, we're going to use our paper. I'm going to show you how to fit your paper onto the rain stick. If you have a newspaper or a coupon paper, you want to make sure that it doesn't go past where you put the tape. It needs to fit inside. So if your newspaper sticks out too far, you're going to have to cut some of the edge off, okay? Also, whenever you roll it up, if you have a lot of paper that is sticking out, you're going to have to cut that too. That's for your coupon or newspaper, if you chose that. So I'm going to show you how to use copy paper or recycled paper to make this fit. We're going to do this together. Ready? Because we have to cut some of it. So just follow me if you have your copy paper or your recycled paper. First thing we're going to do is fold it into a hot dog, the long way. This side is going to touch that side of your paper. So let's fold it in half like a big hot dog, okay? Make a crease. All right. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to fold it like a hot dog again. This side is going to touch that side. Okay? So it should look like this. When you open it up, we're going to have 3 lines. We're going to cut along one of the lines. Okay, so we'll cut together. We're going to get rid of part of the paper that we don't need. So make sure you open your scissors all the way. And you slide the paper and cut. You can take your time. We'll cut together. Okay? And we're going to throw this away. We don't need that. Okay, so now your paper is ready. I'm going to show you what we just did. See? Now there's not going to be that much left. So it's ready to go. Okay. So your paper should look like this. We're going to fold it a few more times and draw on it so we can, well, we have to fold it before we draw. So first thing I want you to do, we're going to find the middle. You're going to fold your paper in half. Okay? And you're going to use your pencil. I'm going to use a marker. I'm using a marker so you can see it. So after you fold it in half, it's going to be like a book, not a hot dog. You want to make it like a book. Open it back up, and you're going to put, excuse me, a line to show where the middle is. Okay? Okay, can you see that? So just make like a little dot or a dash to show me where the middle is. Now, we're going to have to draw 2 lines on this side of the dot or the dash, and then 2 lines on this side. So, I want you to guess. We need to divide this into 3 parts. It does not have to be perfect, so just guess. Where do you think 2 lines should go that would make it even? 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and pick 2 spots and draw 2 lines. Or little dashes. We're going to do the same thing on this side. I want to make 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to pick 2 spots and draw 2 little lines, dashes, just like that. And you're using your pencil. I'm using a marker so you can see, but you're using a pencil. Okay, so now what I want you to do, we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have 5 little dashes. Now you can actually design your own rain stick with lines. So you can choose straight lines, curvy lines, wavy, or zigzag. Say that with me. Straight, curvy, wavy, or zigzag. You can choose whatever type of design that you want. So I have a few examples down here. If you want your rain stick to have just straight lines, then you would draw 5 straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? That's an example. If you want something different, like let's say you really like the wavy line design, then your rain stick would have 5 wavy line designs. Okay? So I kind of like to mix it up. So I drew a bunch of different lines here. So on the end, can you tell what kind of lines that I drew? If you thought curvy, you're correct. I chose the curvy line and made 2 curvy lines here. In the middle, what line did I choose? The wavy. Very good. And here I chose what type of line? A zigzag. So you can design whatever lines you would like. So right now, go ahead and draw 5 lines. I'm just going to pick some. Now, you can draw your own. As you can tell, I'm making this a zigzag. But if you want to put a straight line right here, you can. If you want to put a curvy line, you can. Whatever you want. But please just draw lines that start from the little marks that you made. So we can draw together. And in case you're wondering, why can we only draw 5 lines? Well, because we are going to put the color wheel on here, which is this. It's the same as a rainbow. And we need just 5 lines to do that. I'm going to go over mine a little bit so I can see it better. So you're using your pencil. I'm using the marker. Okay? That way you can see it. And then once we're finished drawing our 5 lines, I'll show you how to put the color wheel on your rain stick. Okay, done. Very good job on your line design. So now we're going to actually add color to it. And here I have something called the color wheel. The color wheel is really neat because it's pretty much the same thing as a rainbow. There's a certain order to a color wheel. And what's neat about it is these 3 colors make up all of the other colors on this wheel. You're actually going to make orange, green, and purple from mixing these colors together. So red, yellow, and blue, these are called primary colors. Can you say that with me? Primary colors. It means they come first. These 3 colors make something called secondary colors. So the secondary colors are orange, green, and purple. Can you say secondary colors with me? Secondary colors. Those are the 3 secondary colors, and they're right here. Okay? So we're actually going to mix yellow and red together to make orange. And you can find it on the color wheel. Do you see? There's a triangle. If you were to take your finger and trace the color wheel, like just, go from red, yellow to blue, these 3 primary colors make a triangle. So if we take the red and yellow, you mix it, you get orange, okay? So I'm going to go here to yellow and blue. You take yellow and blue, you mix it together, you get green. You take red and blue, you mix that together, and you make purple. So you're actually going to mix these 3 colors with me today, and you're going to make the secondary colors. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in really close so you can actually see what happens. All right, so go ahead and get your crayons out, and we're going to get started. Okay, now we're going to start adding color to your design. So I'm going to start with my red crayon, and throughout this part you're going to hear me mention pressing soft. Kind of gives you an idea of what soft looks like. Medium, and hard. Do you see the difference? This is the lightest. This is pretty light, and this is a lot darker. So when you press soft, the color is light. When you press hard, the color is dark. And then when you press medium, it's in the middle. So we're gonna be adding layers of colors today. And at any point in the video, if you need to take a break, if your arm starts to get tired, because mine, will probably get a little tired, just press pause, and then you can just join me after you take a break, because we're going to fill up this whole page. Okay, so let's start with the first color in the color wheel, or the first color if you were looking at a rainbow would be red. So this whole section right here is going to be red. You can actually color hard, because we're going to try to make it, as dark as we can. So we're going to fill up this whole space with the first color in the rainbow, which is red. So you're doing the same thing as me, whether you're using a crayon or a colored pencil. Okay. And after red comes orange. Now remember, we're going to make orange. So let's skip this space. So after red comes orange. After orange comes yellow. So we're actually going to color this yellow with another primary color, because you only have, remember, you're only going to be using these three colors. So go ahead and get your yellow, and you're gonna color hard. Press hard, skip a space, and color this spot yellow. So let's do that together. And I'm pressing hard. Your arm may start to feel a little tired, which is fine, because that's normal. Especially after, this is a pretty, big size sheet that we're coloring all at once. Okay. Just gonna fill in all the white areas because I want to make it even. Try to do one more layer on top and just fill in some of the white spaces. Okay, can you guess what color we're going to use next? Exactly, we're going to skip the green and we're going to use blue. So if you knew to skip a space with your blue, you are correct. So we're going to color this blue, and you can color hard because we're just going to put one layer on top, which means just one time over the whole thing. Now, whenever we actually go and mix our crayons, we're going to be coloring a little different, so you'll see. But let's just finish and fill in this whole space with blue. And then that way we can, we would have added our 3 primary colors to start. And if you notice, it's still in order. Red, we're going to make orange, yellow, we're going to make green, next comes blue. Then we're going to make purple, and then back to red. So we're still in order of the rainbow. And you know what I thought was kind of neat? Whenever it rains outside, while the sun is out, do you ever notice what pops up in the sky after? Now it's only like, if it's like a little drizzle, if it doesn't rain too hard while the sun's out, do you ever notice that a rainbow will come out in the sky after? That's the neatest thing, isn't it? Now, if it's a storm, if it's real stormy and real bad weather, you're not going to see a rainbow after because there's no sun in the sky while it's raining. And that has a lot to do with the light reflecting in the sky. So I thought that was kind of neat because you're making a rain stick. And I told you about the history yesterday. And then after it rains, when it's sunny, a rainbow pops up in the sky. So I thought that was kind of neat that your rain stick is going to have a rainbow design. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm finishing up. I'm going and filling in all of my white spaces. And I pressed hard for all of these. And then we can see all of our primary colors. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so now I'm ready to mix my secondary colors. I'm sorry, we're gonna mix the 2 primary colors to make our secondary colors. So first, we're actually gonna use the same color next to each other. So if I colored this red, I'm gonna color this red, but I'm gonna color it soft. You're gonna press very softly. So just copy what I'm doing if you wanna watch. Look what happens when I press very soft. It's very light. You don't even really see it that much. I don't want to press hard and I don't want to press medium, not yet, because we're going to keep layering it. We're going to mix red and yellow and it's going to look like orange. So it's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to fill in the whole area and I'm pressing very soft throughout. And I have my arm resting so that way it's even throughout the whole space. Okay, so can you see that? It's just very light compared. So this is still red though. I used red for both. This one is soft. Okay, so what you want to do, once you cover the first layer with the soft red, you're going to take your yellow right next, that you use next to it, and we're going to color medium on top. Not soft, not hard, but just kind of in the middle. I'm just going to go over the whole thing really quick with a medium. Pressing medium with this yellow. Because remember, red plus yellow gives us orange. So I'm going to keep going over the whole section, medium. Okay, it looks like a light orange, but it's gonna pop even more. So watch. Now I'm gonna take the red. I'm gonna go back on top of the yellow, and I'm gonna press the red medium now. I'm not pressing hard, and I'm not pressing soft. And now my arm is getting tired because we're using it so much. Take a little break. Go back. So we're pressing the red medium right on top of where I just put the yellow all over. I think that should just about do it. Okay, and then now I'm gonna come back with the yellow and I'm gonna press hard, and this is gonna be my last coat. And now you can really see it looks like orange, doesn't it? It's almost kind of magical, huh? It looks really neat that we just did that. We made orange. I don't know if you knew that you can make orange with your crayons, but you can. You can mix your crayons to make other colors. The trick is to press soft, medium, and hard at different times. That's the trick. And that's what you're learning today. So remember, the yellow, you actually want to go over this really hard. Now look at that. We just made orange. Pretty cool, huh? So if you feel like you need to take a break and stretch and kind of wiggle your arms, you can go ahead and wiggle your arms. Sometimes being an artist takes a lot of hard work. But yeah, I think that looks good. I'm happy with the orange. And so we just made our first secondary color. While you finish that, I bet you can tell me what color we make next. You are correct. It is green. We are going to make green by mixing the blue and the yellow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the same yellow. I put yellow here. I'm going to put yellow here. And we can actually press medium. Not hard and not soft, but medium. Because yellow is a light color, so we can press it medium. I'm going to fill in the whole space. Okay, and when you fill in the whole space, we can use our blue. Now you can see it's a little bit lighter. It's lighter than this. Okay, now the blue, what we're gonna do, you're gonna color the whole thing blue, and we are gonna press soft. You wanna press soft for the first time we color with it, the first time you layer it. We're going to spread it out all across the yellow. And as you can tell, I'm pressing really soft. So far, it's starting to look like the yellow-green here. It's going to be a lighter yellow. Now, if you're using a turquoise blue or a blue-green, you may notice the green a bit brighter, but it's still going to make a green. Okay, so the top part looks good. I'm just going to fill in. So remember, we're pressing soft. So far, so good. We're pressing soft with the blue. I'm gonna gently cover this whole section. Just gonna fill in this area a little bit more. Make it even. Well, this takes time, but we are almost finished. Look at that. I have a light green. Now I'm gonna put one more layer. So I'm gonna go back on top, and now I'm pressing hard with the yellow. If you notice what we're doing, whenever we mix colors, I added 2 layers here. I'll put red, yellow, and then we're adding 2 layers here. We put yellow, blue, I'm adding yellow, and then I'm gonna put 1 more blue. So when you're mixing, the trick is to add layers by coloring it soft, medium, and hard. Now right now I'm using the yellow and I'm pressing pretty hard because this is my last coat of yellow. And you can see it looks a lot brighter. The green is popping out, huh? It's looking good. I'm sure yours looks great as well. Okay, so now I could add my last layer of blue. And this time I can press medium. I don't want to press hard because blue is a much darker color. So we're pressing medium throughout the whole space. Like a medium blue. And if your arm is getting tired again, like mine is, you can always pause the video, take a break, wiggle your arms, shake them out. And I'm really happy with this green. It's more like a yellow green, which is fine. And I see some darker areas of green. I bet you your green came out really nice. I'm pressing a little bit harder now because I think I can just move it around and brighten it up. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So, as you finish that up, we're gonna move over here, and the last secondary color that you're gonna make today is purple. So we're gonna take the blue, and I'm gonna press very soft, okay? So it's gonna be very light. It's gonna come out light. I'm gonna go all the way to the edge of my paper. Okay, so you have a much lighter shade. Now, both red and blue, and if you were correct if you guessed, we're going to use red because blue plus red equals purple. So the red is, you know, pretty dark like the purple. So I'm just going to press soft for this one as well. And we're just going to keep building up our purple layer after layer. So let's just press soft together with this red, and we're just going to gradually make purple. I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to cover the whole area. It's already starting to look purple, very light purple. Okay. All right. And then now I'm going to come back with the second layer of blue, and I'm going to color medium. You can see I have my piece of tape under here. And it's, move it over. There we go. So I'm pressing medium for the second layer of blue. Wow, that's coming out really nice. Okay, and then now I'm going to put one more layer of red, and I'm also going to color medium on top of that. If you added more, if you pressed harder for your blue, it may look more blue violet, and if you pressed harder with the red, it may look more red violet. It just depends on, you know, how hard you pressed. I'm actually coloring a little bit harder with this red, and I might even come back with blue again. Just gonna keep building the purple. Okay, so I colored medium throughout, and I'm pressing a little bit harder. I think I might try to come back on top with the blue one more time. Pressing a little bit harder, like a medium hard. And I think I'm gonna be finished. I'm happy with my purple. So there you have it. You just made the color wheel. You used the primary colors, and you actually made your 3 secondary colors by mixing just these. Isn't that pretty neat? I'm very happy with that. I'm sure yours looks fantastic. So now that we've finished designing the paper that's gonna go on your cardboard tube, which that's filled with, I'm not sure if you put beans or rice or pebbles, so your rain stick is going to be ready to go. I'm gonna show you at the table how to put the paper on your stick, whether you're using glue or tape. So I'll meet you at the table in a bit. Great job. Well, now that you finished mixing your colors, what I want to do before we put your paper onto your rain stick, let's go ahead and maybe draw a few line designs. So if you look at the original rain stick from Mexico, remember this from the last video? You can see that it has a similar line design to what you have. Here you have, let me turn it this way so you can see it, some straight lines, right? And here's a few zigzags. There's even some dotted and some jagged lines. So you were able to choose your own line. So let's go ahead and maybe add a few little line designs inside. So why don't we, since you already made orange, green, and purple, why don't we add the line designs in the primary colors, okay? And you don't have to do this. I just think it would look really neat if we just add a few more line designs. So I made a curvy line here, so I'm just gonna add some little curves, and you can do this with your black marker, crayon, or color pencil, whatever you wanted to use that was black. And then I went ahead and drew mine in black so you can see them. You drew yours in pencil, so now would be a good time to go ahead and trace on top of your pencil with your black marker, crayon, or colored pencil, whatever you wanted to use that was black, okay? So you're gonna go over, So we're tracing right now. We're just kind of adding our final touches. Okay, and then we're going to add a few small line designs like you can see on the Rainstick. Inside the bigger lines, there are smaller ones. Okay, so the other primary color I used besides red is what? Yellow and blue. So inside the yellow and blue, we're going to make some more line designs. You could even go this way if you want. I'm going to make some zigzag lines, and I'm going to put some going this way, just to do something different. It's going to look really neat when we're finished. So you're just making small line designs using any of these lines that I have on the wall. We're just going inside of what we made. It's just going to add to it. Okay? How does that? So you traced your bigger lines, and now we're adding some small ones. Okay, my last primary color is blue. So inside your blue, let's go ahead and make another line design. I have curvy here, so I'm going to go with curvy. And you can choose whatever you want. If you had wavy, maybe you want to make wavy lines. You can go up and down or side to side. I'm going to let you be creative here, because this is your Rainstick. You can decide what design would look good. There we go. That looks good. I like that. So we have a couple of lines that are small in each section in the primary part, and we're going to leave the orange, green, and purple alone. So now that's our final design. So we're going to put it on to the Rainstick that we made yesterday. Okay? Alright, so go ahead. We're finished with the black. I'm going to take this down, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. Alright, let's go ahead and put this onto the Rainstick. Finally, we made it to the last part. So, I have some tape, glue, and a napkin. Now, I prefer to use the glue because I know it's going to stick really good and it's just easier for me. But if you don't have glue, you could use tape. I'm going to show you how you can put your paper onto your Rainstick with tape. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, let me put this down for a minute. You're going to want to make your paper fit inside of the stick. You see how you can see your tape a little bit here and a little bit here. You want to make sure it fits evenly, and you're going to have to put it, situate your paper on the table to make sure it's nice and even, okay? And remember, if you need to excuse yourself or if you need any assistance, you can always pause the video and come back. So once you get it even, then you kind of roll it and, pull it a little tight. You can take your tape and stick it right on the paper and the stick, you see? And then you would do the same thing on this side and this side, and you're kind of like pulling on it, and you're going to roll it up nice and tight, and then you can tape it on the end all across, and that you will have a finished Rainstick, okay? So I'm going to show you how to actually do it with glue. So I'm going to take this off. Either way will work. Alright, so for the glue, I'm going to open it. You always want to open the glue bottle with the top, the orange cap, if you have a glue bottle like this. Now, I just want to put glue halfway for right now. So what I'm going to do with my glue, I'm going to gently squeeze, and I'm going to go halfway. I'm going to kind of like draw the edge of the paper, and then I'm going to scribble inside, okay? So let's go halfway. All right, I'm going to put my glue cap on the paper. Look, I'm gently squeezing the glue out, and I'm going to show it to you. So I just went, can you see that? Halfway, I drew a rectangle, really. And then I'm gonna make some, kind of some zigzag lines, or wavy lines inside of my rectangle with the glue. Can you see that? All right, so now I'm gonna place my rain stick right inside, make sure the paper fits inside, and I'm just going to gently roll it, and I'm going to press now because it's filled with glue. So you want to take your hands and kind of gently rub the paper onto the stick, and we're going to pull the paper here. Oh, that's my phone. Sorry about that. Let's see if it's sticking. Yep. And we're just going to keep rubbing our paper so it, and you can kind of press at the same time so it sticks. And now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to draw the same thing. A rectangle on the bottom, and I'm going to squiggle some glue on the inside of my rectangle. I don't know. There you go. You can see that? So now I'm going to get the second half of it. All right? And so let's just roll it, and I'm going to gently kind of pull the paper and close it up. Right there. Here's the crease. It almost lines up. That is so neat. My lines almost line up exactly. And so now you can take your napkin. So, because I'm kind of smearing the marker on my finger a little bit, you can just gently squeeze and press. We're just going to gently squeeze and press until the glue dries and it seals it. You're doing a very good job. This is the last step. Okay, I'm just going to slide it around. That way I don't get the markers and colors on me, because the glue will help smear it. Now I can see where the paper's kind of folding up a little bit. Can you see that? You can just add a tiny dot of glue. A tiny dot of glue will do. You just need a little bit. And then I'm going to take my napkin and gently press. All right, let's see. And we are finished. You have a completed rain stick. Let's make the sound of it together. I'm just going to gently slide it back and forth. And it looks really neat. I am so proud of you. You did a great job today, and you should be so happy. Not only do you have a rain stick, but you actually made a percussion instrument and you sculpted it. So it's, you know, it's actually considered a piece of art. It's a recycled sculpture. So there you have it. I hope you have fun with your rain stick. You should be very proud of yourself. I think it came out really nice. And before I let you go, I just wanted to tell you, I, along with other PACE artists from the Acadiana Center for the Arts, will be posting a new lesson every day at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for kindergarten, first, and second grades. Each grade is tied to the academic curriculum, and some lessons will be in visual arts and some lessons will be in dance, also known as creative movement. So be sure to come back and make art with us tomorrow. If you are interested in supporting programs like this, you can always donate to the Acadiana Center for the Arts, which is the nonprofit organization who manages the PACE program, using this link in the description. Please keep our teaching artist working. Share our videos and keep making art. If you are interested in booking a private lesson with me online, my email will be in the description box below. Thank you so much. I hope you're happy with your beautiful rain stick, and I will see you again. Have a great day.